What's going on, family? Get this video a big thumbs up. So I'm coming back with another video. So it look like LaVar Ball prediction about Bronny James is currently coming true. And we got Charles Barkley criticizing the young rookie. We have a lot to talk about in this one, man. Bronny James is currently in the headlines. He picked up a flagrant foul, and that is causing fans to wonder, is LeBron doing too much on the sideline? Now, LeBron did not play, but he was definitely coaching Bronny on that sideline, and he was in dad mode after he received that flagrant foul. And I'm here to tell you the NBA players ain't show Bronny no love. KD was beating his layups down. LeBron looked like he was ready to come off the bench and fight him at the end of the day. So, bro, this is the pros. Nobody going to take it light on Bronny James just because he's LeBron James' son, right? And it's clear as day the young man has a target on his back. He just got to take it one game at a time. Now, one dad that could relate to all of this is LaVar Ball, right? Now, we all know LaVar Ball was out in the public doing major interviews. And to me, I think him as a dad was just awesome. What he did for his sons, because he predicted, all three of his sons was going to make it. Two of them did, though. But I'm here to tell you, what he did as a father was just remarkable. Now, all the other antics that were along with it, probably not so much. But he made a strong prediction about Bronny James 7 years ago, before he was even thought about coming into the NBA. And I'm here to tell you that prediction is currently coming true because him and Chris Broussard sat down and had an interview like I stated 7 years ago. So I want you guys to check out this video. And with no further ado, let's go, family.
We seeing a lot of like LeBron's son, LeBron Jr., who's playing great. Obviously the Currys. You're seeing NBA players whose sons are coming up and looking like they're going to be NBA players.
Well,
what do you think of that?
Here's the thing. You got to play the odds and the percentages. There have been a lot of great players, and all their sons are whack. Kareem got a son? No. Magic
Jordan's
got some
son
sons.
didn't make it. Yeah.
Jordan got sons. The monsters in the NBA, they dads wasn't that good. Kobe Bryant, his dad wasn't all that. That's why he's such a monster. So you look at, you got LeBron. It's going to be very hard for his kids because they're not going to look at him as LeBron's kids. They're going to be like, you better be just like your dad. And then after a while, that pressure starts sitting on you because it's like, wow.
Hold up, family.
Why I got to be like him? Why can't it just be me? And then they be like, oh, you're soft. You're not that good. Because the expectation is very, very high. My boys are good, great. But let's say I really excelled in football and made millions and millions of dollars. Do I spend that time with them now? No. I got the off season. I got to worry about myself. Now I just buy you everything. Now I get you a trainer and hope you turn out to be okay. Where the fact that I wasn't all that allows me to spend all that time and make my boys all that. Anybody who already had that expectation, a lot of their fathers don't want to put all that weight on them because people don't look at them as what they were.
LeBron.
Well, family, there you have it. Now, that interview was 7 years ago when LaVar Ball actually had sat down and spoke with Chris Broussard about the future of Bronny James, right? And him potentially going to the NBA. And I'm here to tell you, when that interview first came out, LeBron was not happy about it, what LaVar had to say about his son. But at the end of the day, LaVar made actual conscious, good statements. And what he said was possibly true. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of NBA players who kids don't turn out to be that good. Long track record of them. But there's a lot of NBA players that was average. No disrespect to Steph Curry dad, but he was average. Kobe dad was average. But look at how great they turned out to be. Do I believe Bronny is going to be a great player as of right now? We don't know. But at the end of the day, it was a lot of hype going into this young man. Partially from LeBron, I hate to say this, but he hyped up his son to be the next coming of Jesus. And I'm telling you right now, it's not looking like that. It's not looking like that's going to be the case for Bronny James, and look like the fans on Twitter is not happy with it as well. Now, fans did catch Devin Booker reaction, as you guys see on the screen that I'm going to present to you, to Bronny James missing the free throws. Let's check this video out.
Look at this man. He bricks it. Look at D-Book. He's just no good.
But look, man, Let's get down in the comment section and see what people saying, man. But yeah, Bronny expectations are too high, but honestly, he's not the best player. Even legends got to start somewhere. Book knows that grind. Shaq missed a lot of almost every free throw, but don't make him any less of a great player. Stop the hate. Get his man time to adapt. Look, you know what I'm saying? So you got supporters over here saying, hang in there, little fella. That's how they putting it. Let's continue. He shoot like a Tesla robot. Some people saying, I feel like he's not hungry enough, unlike his father. He ain't hungry enough, unlike his father. And plus, Bronny loved gaming more anyway. This might be the moment the NBA needed. Make all the players try hard to make sure they leave. No doubt, this dude has no business in the league. Hang in there, Bronny James. You just had a cardiac issue last year. People want you to be Derrick Rose, but I understand the time will make you great, my boy. Let's see. Bronny being in the league is an insult to everyone who earned their way to that level. This ain't real. So there we go, folks. We have it. You know what I'm saying? Now, in this game situation I want to show you guys occurred, I just want you guys to look at LeBron's face. This is the funniest thing ever. Because LeBron looked like, come on, bro. We were just overseas, and this how you gonna do my son? You know what I'm saying? And look, LeBron's face right here is the face of a man that is determined to make sure his son be great. Just look. Look. Like, why you got it? Like, he looking like, dang, Durant, why you got to do him like that? KD, like, Bronny, you ain't no kid no more, bro. You over here with us. And you know what it is. You know how it's going. You know what this is, how it's going to be. So either you going to bring it to me or I'm going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Every time. We play each other, and I'm telling you right now. But LeBron's face, bro, says it all. Definitely don't look happy about that. Now let's move on to another story. We got Charles Barkley speaking about Bronny James, as I pull it up right now. And man, oh man. We got Charles Barkley here, as it said in the article. It's being reported that Charles Barkley realistic criticism of Bronny James. Recently, NBA icon Charles Barkley weighed in on Bronny James' prospects. Let's scroll down. As the son of the basketball icon LeBron James, Bronny has found himself in the subject of extremely high expectations. And that's what I keep telling y'all, man. We're going to have to lower the bar, but LeBron kind of did it to himself. Telling the world that his son was going to be the next him, basically. From both fans and analysts alike, many of them are concerned whether or not the much anticipated rookie can deliver under such pressure. Recently, NBA icon Charles Barkley weighed in on Bronny prospects. While Barkley is happy that Bronny James made it to the NBA, getting a chance and a lifetime opportunity to play alongside his dad, LeBron, Barkley has some very stern but realistic advice for the young guard. Unlike many of the haters out there, Barkley believes that Bronny deserves to play a professional basketball. That said, he knows from experience that things are only going to get harder for the youngster moving forward. So Charles Barkley believes it's definitely going to get harder for him moving forward. Speaking on the Throwback podcast, Barkley opened up about Bronny James' journey to the pros, sharing his thoughts on the challenges that awaits the 20-year-old. And let's put it up right here, and I want you guys to check it out, okay? Give me a second. I find it quite interesting. So with no further ado, family, let's go.
And I said, guys, all I was trying to do was talk to black kids through a commercial like, dude, you're not going to play in the NBA. Think about being an engineer. Think about being a doctor. Think about being a lawyer. And Jerry, to be honest with you, I've never been more proud of anything I've done because, like I say, I could take the heat. If people would actually listen sometime instead of jumping to conclusions, I would just try to start a debate in the black community because a lot, no disrespect, it is what it is. White people don't tell their kids, well, you gonna play in the NBA or the NFL. They tell their kids, hey, be doctors, be lawyers, be engineers, and things like that. Most of these black parents got to do a much better job of telling their kids, hey, you're not going to play in the NBA, but you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be an engineer, you can be a teacher. And that was the objective of the commercial.
Yeah, I have an older son who's 17 getting recruited in football, but so I'm around, and I was around like the club basketball scene, and you've seen it, Chuck, like these parents are nuts, and just the expectation, the pressure. I don't even put that on my kid. I'm just like, hey, if you want to play, go and work and try to put it in and see where it takes you. But I've never once told him like you're gonna make it this. I think it's a false expectation. Speaking of kids, and this is a big story, is Bronny and LeBron shared the court this week for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that. I don't know, big picture thoughts, Charles, on that and Bronny playing for the Lakers with his dad, which is crazy to say.
Crazy.
Hey, is your son a lefty?
He's a righty. And he's a good hooper too, man.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, Matt, I'm answering that question first. Number one,
Yep.
Man, you can't force, nobody can you're going to play pro sports. It'll shake out in the wash.
Right.
What I tell these kids, yo, man, get an education, get a free education.
Yep.
Play sports to get a free education. And if you're good enough, which is 99.9 or not, 99.9% or not, you get a free education, get to dictate your life and your future. So I tell kids, man, I ain't no hater. I'm just telling you, are you going to be one of the 450 best basketball players in the world? More than likely not. Let's get that out the way. So to get to your final question, man, number one, I'm so glad Bronny's healthy.
Yes, of course.
Because, man, that was such a scary thing for our NBA family. Like, I can't imagine what LeBron was going through. They said, hey, your kid had a heart attack. Man, that's got playing basketball. You're like, to get that call, it's got to be terrified.
Right.
And, what's really terrifying is trying to figure out if you're going to let him play again.
Sure, that wasn't an easy decision.
That's not an easy. Hey, mama, we got to sit down because you know the kid wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
But God forbid if something happened, you will never forgive yourself as a parent. So I'm glad he's just healthy. And we're all rooting for him because we have so much respect for LeBron. It's not going to be easy because he has the target on his back because of his last name. There's going to be a certain amount of petty jealousness of people who are like, you don't deserve to be in the NBA. You're not as good as some of these other players. You only got in because of your dad. So everything LeBron did for the NBA, I've always said this. I don't get into the silliness of the GOAT debate. Michael Jordan, in my opinion, is the greatest basketball player ever. I actually got Kobe ranked ahead of LeBron, if you want me to be honest with you. And I love LeBron. I think LeBron's done everything great. I've said this about him before. I think it's probably one of the greatest stories ever in sports, if not the greatest. We've never had a kid, because people forget this, Kobe Bryant struggled in the NBA early. So did Kevin Garnett, Tracy McGrady, everybody. The only player I ever seen who came out of high school that was ready is LeBron. The only one. And for him to go, never really get in trouble,
right,
never done anything wrong, lived up to the hype, is one of the greatest sports stories of all time. I've said that many times. For that kid to never get in trouble and be as great as he's been, he's one of the top 5 basketball players ever, in my opinion. It's one of the greatest stories ever. And I'm really looking forward to, they got to handle this thing with kid gloves, literally, because they can't just put him out there.
Right.
Because he's not a finished product yet. But, man, it's a great story. I think we saw the Griffeys play together in baseball, but I can't think of anybody else where a father and son played a pro sport together.
So that was Charles Barkley speaking his piece about Bronny James. And I want you to know, I want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section. How do you think Bronny James' career is going to be. Do you guys believe LaVar Ball and Charles Barkley is right about the entire thing? Let me know down in the comment section. Get this video a big thumbs up. Until next time, family. Peace.